Hello, 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 hello. This is AnneHumphrey again. The time now is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is June 8th, 2019. I was on a little earlier, but I experienced a little technical difficulties, and hey, I am back at it again. So let's do a little preliminary housekeeping at first. For all of you who are my YouTubers, please be sure to subscribe to the Show page, hit the bell so then you'll know when I will have another video, and please share your comments below. And to all of my Facebookers within the group, or if you're not even in the group, please be sure to like this video, share this video, and share your comments below. And I can't forget about my Instagrammers. IGTV has been so good to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please keep watching the Show videos, share, and also place your comments below to share what most resonated with you during this live read. So today or tonight, we are going to finish reading The Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. Wallace D. Wattles. The Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. And tonight will be chapter 7. Chapter 7, which is gratitude. So let's jump right in. The illustrations given in the last chapter will have conveyed to the reader the fact that the first step toward getting rich is to convey the idea of your wants to the formless substance. This is true. And you will see that in order to do so, it becomes necessary to relate yourself to the formless substance in a harmonious way. To secure this harmonious relation is a matter of such primary and vital importance that I shall give some space to its discussion here, and give you instructions which, if you will follow them, will be certain to bring you into perfect unity of mind with God. The whole process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. First, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. Second, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And third, you relate yourself to it by a feeling of deep and profound gratitude. Many people who order their lives rightly in all other ways are kept in poverty by their lack of gratitude. Having received one gift from God, they cut the wires which connect them with Him by failing to make acknowledgement. It is easy to understand that the nearer we live to the source of wealth, the more wealth we shall receive. And it is easy also to understand that the soul that is always grateful lives in closer touch with God than the one which never looks to Him in thankful acknowledgement. The more gratefully we fix our minds on the Supreme when good things come to us, the more good things we will receive, and the more rapidly they will come. And the reason simply is that the mental attitude of gratitude draws the mind into closer touch with the source from which the blessings come. If it is a new thought to you that gratitude brings your whole mind into closer harmony with the creative energies of the universe, consider it well, and you will see that it is true. The good things you already have come to you along the line along the ways by which things come. And it will keep you in close harmony with creative thought and prevent you from falling into competitive thought. Gratitude alone can keep you looking toward the all and prevent you from falling into the era of thinking of the supply as limited. And to do that would be fatal to your hopes. There is a law of gratitude, and it is absolutely necessary that you should observe the law if you are to get the results that you seek. The law of gratitude is the natural principle that action and reaction are always equal and in opposite directions. The grateful outreaching of your mind in thankful praise to the Supreme is a liberation or expenditure of force. It cannot fail to reach that to which it addressed. And the reaction is an instantaneous movement towards you. Draw nigh unto God, and he will draw nigh unto you. That is a statement of psychological truth. And if your gratitude is strong and constant, the reaction in formless substance will be strong and continuous. The movement of the things you want will be always toward you. Notice the grateful attitude that Jesus took. How he always seems to be saying, I thank thee, Father, that thou hearest me. You cannot exercise much power without gratitude, for it is gratitude that keeps you connected with power. But the value of gratitude does not consist solely in getting you more blessings in the future. Without gratitude, you cannot long keep from dissatisfied thought regarding things as they are. The moment you permit your mind to dwell with dissatisfaction upon things as they are, you begin to lose ground. You fix attention upon the common, the ordinary, the poor, and the squalid and mean. And your mind takes the form of these things. Then you will transmit these forms or mental images to the formless, and the common, the poor, the squalid, and mean will come to you. To permit your mind to dwell upon the inferior is to become inferior, and to surround yourself with inferior things. On the other hand, to fix your attention to the best is to surround yourself with the best and to become the best. The creative power within us makes us into the image of that to which we give our attention. We are thinking substance, And thinking substance always takes the form of that which it thinks about. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best. Therefore, it tends to become the best. It takes the form or character of the best and will receive the best. Also, faith is born of gratitude. The grateful mind continually expects good things, and expectations becomes faith. The reaction of gratitude upon one's mind produces faith. And every outgoing wave of grateful thanksgiving increases faith. He who has no feeling of gratitude cannot long retain a living faith. And without a living faith, you cannot get rich by the creative method, as we shall see in the following chapters. It is necessary then to cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you and to give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. Do not waste time thinking or talking about the shortcomings or wrong actions of plutocrats or trust magnates. Their organization of the world has made your opportunity. All you get really comes to you because of them. Do not rage against corrupt politicians. If it were not for the politicians, we should fall into anarchy, and your opportunity would be greatly lessened. God has worked a long time and very patiently to bring us up to where we are in industry and government. And he is going right on with his work. There is not the least doubt that he will do away with plutocrats, trust magnates, captains of industry, and politicians as soon as they can be spared. But in the meantime, behold, they are all very good. Remember that they are all helping to arrange the lines of transmission along which your riches will come to you, and be grateful to them all. This will bring you into harmonious relations with the good and everything, and the good and everything will move toward you. This concludes chapter 7. Hello there, Daryl J. Holiday. Hello there, Gwenna. And who else we've got? John Shaw. Guys, this book is phenomenal. Chapter 7. Chapter 7, gratitude. As I always like to do, I like to show it. I like to show it. Here we go. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, as I always like to do, I like to go over a couple of things that Wallace D. Wattles mentioned in this chapter of gratitude. I like to kind of recap on those things. And this area here, I will start off of this page right here. See that? See my little squiggies? First, second, and third, my squiggies. See that? Okay. So it says, first, you believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things proceed. That's the first thing. And then second, you believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. And then thirdly, Mr. Wallace D. Wattles writes, you relate yourself to it by a feeling of deep and profound gratitude. He's giving us the steps right here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is just profound. My hope is that everyone who hears these words, that they will allow Mr. Wallace D. Wattles' words back in 1910, ladies and gentlemen, as you already know, he wrote this book in 1910. Allow the words to penetrate and permeate through your soul. The code is already here. He's got the code. It's been floating around in the universe since 1910. Oh my goodness. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. You know what? I love you too, John. Thank you for your support, because I just love this. This is great information. And I can't wait to have you on the show too, John, as well, because I know you have a lot to share, because you can relate to this, Mr. 360, right? Okay. All right. So let me share another. And Gwen, I know that you said earlier that you had read this book before, and I am so happy that you are back now reading it, because girl, I can only imagine what's going to happen in your life. You got to keep me posted, Gwen. Okay. All right. So let me read another area. I love this. Oh my goodness. I just love this. Okay. So let me just show you my little squiggies, because I like to put my little squiggies so you'll see exactly where I'm reading from. Okay. I just like to recap. This is still chapter 7. See my little squiggies? My little squiggies? Okay. All right. So I'm going to read where he says, there is a law of gratitude, and it is absolutely necessary that you should observe the law if you are to get the results you seek. Anyone who knows me know that I always say and speak about, and basically my platform is all about results. Mr. Wallace D. Wattles wrote this in 1910. Look what he said, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put it up to the screen. See there? There is a law of gratitude. Read it for yourself. Don't go by what I said. Maybe I misread it. Maybe I didn't read it properly. But that's what he said. He said it. There is a law of gratitude, and it is absolutely necessary that you should observe the law if you are to get the results you seek. He said it just like the Bible says, make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain. Okay? He did it, right? Right, Daryl? Daryl knows the Bible. He's a minister. Right, Daryl? Make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain. Habakkuk, some people say Habakkuk, some people say Habakkuk. Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, so he may run that readeth it. Wallace D. Wattles, he wrote it. He put it in everyday language. For those people who say, oh, I don't want to talk about the Bible, he put it in the Science of Getting Rich. Let me read another area. He later says, draw nigh unto God, and he will draw nigh unto you. That is a statement of psychological truth. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, right there, right there. See my squiggies? Right there, right there. Oh my God, this is just so powerful. Thank you, Gwen. Your readings help me remember the power. Yes, yes, Gwen. Absolutely, Gwen. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about Gwen. Gwen and I used to work together. She's a phenomenon. She knows human capital. We used to do high sales volumes, and Gwen always had this energy that people just came towards her. She had the whole, I mean, you would think Gwen was like the vice president of the company, because Gwen had everybody, including me, coming to her desk to get profound information and advice, and just to hear an encouraging word. So Gwen, I can only imagine what you're doing. And also follow her too. She's Vegans LA, I think. Gwen, if you can put that in the chat. John also put your first 360s in the chat so they can follow you too. But Gwen, she's a vegan extraordinaire. If you're still on, Gwen, please put that in the chat so they can learn more about you as well. But yeah, so I just want to make sure that I say that as well. So put that in the chat as well, Gwen. Thank you so much. But yeah, Gwen, now I see why everybody came to you, because including me, I needed words of encouragement, because you just always had that beautiful spirit, always had that energy that resonated throughout the office. So, you know, kudos to you, Gwen, and everything that you're doing in your area by, you know, really advancing the knowledge and education of why we should go vegan. So put that in the chat. Thank you, Gwen. Oh yeah, Vegans of LA. Yay, it's there. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you. So, okay, so this is the deal, people. I like to read a couple of things that, as I always do, because I just love Wallace D. Wattles. I mean, this man is just fantastic, okay? I like to kind of recap a couple of things. This is chapter 6, How Riches Come to You. And I'm going to show you the area that I'm going to read from. Just a little cute snippet excerpt. Here it is, How Riches Come to You. And then there's the, see my little squiggies right there? My little squiggies in the orange? Okay, I'm going to read from there. When you rise from the competitive to the creative plane, you can scan your business transactions very strictly. And if you are selling any man anything which does not add more to his life than the thing he gave you in exchange, you can afford to stop it. You do not have to beat anybody in business. And if you are in a business which does beat people, get out of it at once. Do you hear that? He's commanding us. He's letting us know there is no need to do that. Because again, as he said in the previous chapter, we need to get in the mindset of being creators, not being competitors. See, when we get out of that frame or that mindset of competition, and we go in the mindset of creation, then that's when abundance and prosperity comes. A windfall of abundance and prosperity will come to you and continue to come to you, because you're not trying to throw down the ladder behind you so people don't know what you did. Hey, there is much for everyone. This is powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see let's see, Gwen. Okay, yes, YouTube, John Shaw, YouTube, Elder 360, thanks for eternity and blessings. Thank you. John, if you can also share your, oh yeah, I see it. You've got it, first360facts.com. Bingo, awesome. Let me just tell you a little bit about Mr. John Shaw. He is a spiritual teacher as well. He is one with the universe as well. That's the reason why you see it says First 360 Facts. He knows a lot of this. I think John was born also back in 1910. I think he just visited. I think he came back just to kind of give us another warning, to let us know, to open up our eyes and become one with the universe. John is a profound human being as well. John, I cannot wait to have you on the show. And Daryl, If you're still there, I would love to have Daryl Holiday on as well, because Daryl is a profound human being here doing a lot of great things in Broward County. He and his wife, they do some phenomenal things. Oh, and also, I don't know if he's here, Christian. Where is Christian? Where are you, Christian? I don't see Christian, but Christian should be on. When he jumps on, I'll be able to tell you a little bit more about him as well. But so let me just go on with just a couple of other things, and then I'm going to be out of your hair for the rest of tonight, okay? As I always like to do, I always like to tell people and share. I'm like the Oprah with this. And why do you say, AnneHumphrey, why do you like the Oprah? Well, yes, I do love Oprah, okay? But the reason why I say I'm like the Oprah with this is simply because of this. I don't know if you remember the story when Oprah said that she first read the book, The Color Purple. Okay. And when she first read the book, The Color Purple, she knew that that book was so profound that she went out and bought several copies of the book. And she was handing the book out to everyone that she knew, because everyone had to read this book. Everyone had to become one with the book. And she just knew the profound effect that The Color Purple was going to have, not only on the lives of the people that she was handing it out to, but the world. This is how I feel about The Science of Getting Rich. This book here, Mr. Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, this book is how I feel. This is how I feel right now. I am telling everyone that I know, anyone that will listen, I'm telling everybody what I'm up to, because guess what? I come from the creative plane. I don't believe in competition. I don't believe that you're going to be able to get what is mine. No, 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 no. As I said once before, my mother and my father did a lot of things here in Broward County, and we wasn't raised that way. We were always raised to know that there is abundance and prosperity for us all. But the difference is that what I'm learning through The Science of Getting Rich with Mr. Wallace D. Wattles is simply this, is that Mr. Wallace D. Wattles has taught us all the science. See, ladies and gentlemen, listen, my mother and father, as I said, did a lot of great things, and I'm sure your parents did too. They provided for you, they gave you certain lifestyles and things of that nature, as my parents did. My father was a country boy. It wasn't that he was highly educated. He didn't use that as an excuse to say why he couldn't be successful. In fact, he used that to propel him and to change the trajectory of his life, to be able to say, I may not be highly educated, I may not have graduated from high school, but I will know how to provide, and I will know how to provide very well, and also make a stamp here in Broward County. But here's the deal. With every parent, I don't care who you are, and some of you are parents, you do have the strong desire for your children to do more than what you have done. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the book that's helping me, guiding me, that's allowing me for these words to penetrate and permeate through my soul. So then I not only have the torch, but I can also teach others the secret. So I can show them, hey, it's not a secret. It's already here. It's already been written since 1910 by this great gentleman, Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. I encourage you to tell everyone that you know, in your circles of influence, your neighbors, your friends, just drop it. Just like how we do if I enjoy a great lipstick, or if I like a nice outfit, someone will tell me, oh, I got this from Macy's, or I got the lipstick from Walmart. The same thing. The other day, I was downtown Fort Lauderdale with some incredible people here in Broward County. And they say, hey, AnneHumphrey, what have you been up to? Now, of course, I can say the usual, that I'm getting prepared for my campaign. I'm getting prepared for these things. That's not important. I said, I've been in God's workshop and Abba's private bosom, learning, fasting, and praying. And I'm also reading The Science of Getting Rich by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. And they said, wait a minute, what's that? Who is that? We have no idea what you're talking about. Who is a Wallace D. Wattles? And so then that's how the conversation of transformation began. See, ladies and gentlemen, again, you've got to even do this with this book here. You can't keep it a secret. You got to let people know what you're up to, whether they do something about it or not. It's not for us to determine. It's for you to just plant those seeds, and then you go on about your business. And that's all I'm doing. I'm planting the seed. The Bible says, be ye transformed for the renewing of your mind. I'm getting renewed every single day because Mr. Wallace D. Wattles decided to put this in a book. He was born, so then in 2019, even before then, because I had this book in my possession before 2019, but in 2019, so then I could read this book with an understanding, with a pure heart, with an open heart. That's why he was born. He was born just so that I could read this book. And I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you love Mr. Wallace D. Wattles as I do, but thank God that he put it in a book. Thank God that he didn't keep it to himself. Thank God he allowed his words to permeate and penetrate for worlds to come. Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. I know a lot of people who I speak to, they feel duped. They say, hey, Ann, I've gone to some of the best schools. I've never heard this. What do you mean the science of getting rich? What is that? Who is Wallace D. Wattles? I've got some of the best degrees, some of the best schools, Ivy League schools. Some people who I was speaking to just on Thursday night. On Thursday night, right here in Broward County, who's doing some phenomenal things. They had no idea, and they're double degreed, PhD'd. Have never heard this. So it has nothing to do with your status, where you are, who you are. This information is not, Wallace D. Wattles didn't just say, I'm going to write this book for only the people who are double degreed and PhD. No, he says, I'm going to allow my words to permeate and penetrate not only in the world that he was living in 1910, but for worlds to come. There are no excuses, people. No excuses at all. This is our time. And you've got to know that this is our time. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. So again, be sure to eat, sleep, read this book daily. Become familiar with it. Listen to the audio. Let it penetrate and permeate throughout your house. Let it, because you owe it to yourself. And the reason why you owe it to yourself is because that's how you can really be able to help others. More importantly, help yourself first, so then you can be the example to others. And they say, wow, what is he or she doing? Thank you, John. Thank you. That's right. Yes, it is. It's certainly right. Thanks a lot, John. I really appreciate it. As I had mentioned in the other video, that I would like to have some of you be guests here for chapters 8 on. All you have to do is send me a text message or put your message in the group and tell me which chapter best resonates with you and which chapter you would like to be a guest on, so we can get that in order. What I'm going to do right now, after this read, I am going to do another 2 sessions, which I'm going to recap the chapters. So there will be another 2 sessions, and then that's when we will go into part 2, which is chapter 8 on, to have my very, very special guest. If you want to be a part, I would love for you to be a part. Let me know in the chat and or in the post, and share your comments below. Okay. Let's see here. We are also, again, thank you, YouTubers, for everything that you do, for subscribing. Please continue to subscribe to the All Show channel. Hit the bell so then you will know when I have just posted another video, and also share your comments below the video. And I can't forget about my Instagrammers. Thank you, Instagram, IGTV, for the love. Oh my goodness. Keep on sharing your thoughts, and be sure to hit the like button. This concludes Chapter 7 of The Science of Getting Rich, Mr. Wallace D. Wattles, Chapter 7, Gratitude, Mr. Wallace D. Wattles, and I look forward to you joining me in the upcoming 2 sessions as I do a recap of the first 7 sessions before we go in part 2, which is chapter 8 of this book. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for listening, and thank you all for joining. I am AnneHumphrey, your transformational life coach and speaker, and creator, hear that word, creator of the Science of Getting Rich Mindset and Mastermind group, inspired by Mr. Wallace D. Wattles. Thank you and good night. Wow. Thank you.